pretty much know that most people was not understanding the magnitude of being proud and how God is going to come back and destroy you. And today we're going to get into how it's going to happen, and the magnitude of arrogancy and pride and boasting and showing off. That's so embedded in us that God is going to burn it out of us. So if I was to say to you, I'm going to take 50 of you guys, and basically we're going to chain and tie you up, and then we're going to tie you to the back of a vehicle and drag you through the fire. We're going to leave you in that fire until you melt down, and then after you melt down, we're going to drag you back out and build you back up. Who would sign up for that? If you actually have to go through a live fire, a blazing ass fire so hot that it melts you down to nothing. The kind of fire that they cremate bodies with. No one would get into the infirmary and cremate themselves alive. Well, this is what your pride is going to cause on that day. You're going to go through the infirmary, and people take God's word lightly, and all I'm trying to say is please don't. So today we're going to really get into arrogance and pride, boasting, bragging, and showing off. A stiff neck, lifting your head up towards others. So the arrogant definition, if you haven't read it already, is having an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or abilities. If you die, could people carry on? Then you ain't that important. If the world stopped when you die, then that'd be something different. But if people have died left and right and the world kept going and the sun is going to shine the next day, you're not that important. And God don't want you to think you're so damn important like that, or important at all. Pride definition: a feeling of deep pleasure derived from one's own achievements, or it can be importance of abilities and everything else, which what I gained in life. And this is what God said: what good is it to gain the whole world and lose your soul? What are you gaining the whole world for? To show off and say, look at all the toys I got, you're the big kid on the block? How dumb. Question: why does God hate pride to the point he will destroy you for having it? This is something you got to think about. Answer: because you are inadvertently saying to God he did nothing, he didn't do anything for you, he did nothing, you did it. You have the power to make yourself rich and poor. People don't understand that God is allowing this to happen. It's his universe, and he is leading you up to be rich or leading you to be poor. It is some masterminds on Skid Row, which is a place where the homeless sleep on the concrete, and they're smart as hell. It is doctors, it is lawyers, it is big businessmen that is on Skid Row. Type in Skid Row, type in businessman, type in all that, and you'll see it all. How did they get there? Because they found out who was in control, and it wasn't them. Leviticus 26:19, and I will break the pride of your power. And that's what happened to them. That's what happened to me all my whole life. God, every time I put my head up, God chopped it back down. And I do mean chopped it back down. He didn't want me to be proud of anything. Anything that I was proud of, he broke it. That is just the truth. He broke it. 1 John 2:16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of God, but it is of the world. It's from Satan. All this lusting of the flesh. So you got these people who do a million damn sit-ups every damn day and work on their body so people can lust their flesh. That's from Satan, because you're hindering and leading men astray or women astray with your body. I hate when dudes do that. They come and lift up their shirt. They trying to show off their six-pack, and all they doing is exposing your women and your children and your people to shameful lust, and then to look upon somebody is to actually have sex with them according to Christ, right? And the lust of the eye, to see somebody that look good and your heart jump, you want them so damn bad because you lusting. Lusting will get you sent to hell, people, along with your pride. And it is not of God, it is of the devil, it's of the world. Anything of the world is of the devil. 1 Samuel 2, number 7. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. That's why he said, I'm going to break your pride, because you didn't do anything. He bringeth low and he lifteth up. It is because of God you became a doctor or a lawyer or a big businessman or this or that. Luke 6:24. But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. And people don't understand what that means. That is so deep right there. It means that you are receiving all your good things in this world, this life's world, but because you're not of the Father. But in the end, you will be going to hell. You'll get nothing in the end. You're receiving your stuff, what he's saying now, but you'll get nothing later. And then to us, the Hebrew Israelites, he says, I know your poverty, right? I think it's Revelation 2:6 or 3:6, something like that. That's off the top of my head. 1 Samuel 16:6. And it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, surely the Lord's anointed is before him. He's anointed. Here's this tall guy. He looks very good. He's handsome. When he walks in the room, he shines and everybody's staring at him. Wow, he's blessed. But God said unto Samuel, do not look on his countenance or on the height of his body, his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as a man see. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. So God ain't looking at his money, his bank, his height, his dick size, his shoe size. God ain't looking at that. And excuse my French, man, but I have to keep it real, man. God ain't looking at that. Dumb women look at that, and dumb men look at that. And God said he looks at what? I look at your heart. How good is your heart? Do you give charity? Do you love? Do you care for your fellow man? Right? Jesus told the rich man pretty much to care for, give all that to the poor. Give it away. Care for somebody else other than your own rich self. Doom and destruction for arrogancy and pride. Isaiah 2:12. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud. So it's coming after you, and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up. Everybody who big in show business, everybody who big in TV, everybody who big in school, everybody who's tall and big on the basketball team, he coming for you. You don't understand it. This is not what you wanted. That's arrogancy and pride, and he's coming to destroy you. And he shall be brought down low, humiliated, humbled. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and that's straight to the ground. And the haughtiness of man shall be made low. And the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day, because nothing is worthy of praise. You shouldn't be cheering for anybody except for God. When you praising something, you are worshiping it, and they're not worthy of the worship. You're worshiping people for their height. I'm tall, very tall. And so people look at me and have liked me just because I'm tall. I look a certain way. And people have came up and asked for my number. I swear to God, tonight when I was at Walmart, some woman said, hi, handsome, very loud. And she said, whoa, look at you, you tall, dark, and handsome. I swear to God, a white woman said that so loud that I just had to put my head down and walk out the damn door, man. Swear to God on my life. And, nothing is worthy of praise. I ain't going to sit there and gloat and smile and stuff, like I did something. You didn't, I tell my kids, and I'm going to say, you didn't create your penis in the factory. I sat there and worked on this penis for 19 years and behold, you didn't do that. You didn't work on your breasts and chisel them out. Look at these babies, You didn't do that. God gave you all of that. You got to understand that, man. You didn't sit there and make your brain as smart as it is. God gave you intelligence. God giveth and he does what? He taketh away. What the F is anybody so damn proud for? I say it again. I got new clothes. I got suits. This is no lie. I had these suits made, a long time ago, before I woke up. And they sitting in the closet collecting dust. I gave one of them away, not that long ago. I will not wear it. I have drawers with new clothes in it that I haven't wore, that people have given me for my birthdays and things like that, and Father's Day, and I don't even wear them. I wear the same pair of freaking raggedy shorts every freaking day. Just take them off to wash them. And the same raggedy shirt, I have wore this shirt for years, so I won't be proud, because I'm not gonna burn for this shit, man. You gotta understand that God mean business. I also go to the church pretty much every week and stand in a food line, people. People are like, that's bad. No, that's good. Man, you gotta crush your own pride, man. You gotta crush your own pride. I stand in that food line and I watch the people who serving the food look down on us all. And I ain't gonna say everybody who's serving the food look down on us, but I watch them and they trying to fit you in some category and everything else. I can tell that some people know that I don't belong in that line. I do belong in that line, though. In God's eyesight, I belong in that line. And I ain't gonna say, oh, I got money and I can afford this. No, that food actually helps, and I actually eat that damn food that they give us, in a box. And we go past and I say, thank you, God bless you and all that. And I go on. And it is humiliating sometimes, man. My whole self don't want to go. I hate that. But I have to love it because it's saving me from the fire. And I force myself to do a lot of things that I don't want to do. I ask for donations. When people say, it's the end of the world. Why does he ask for donations? Oh, he's teaching a message and then he asks for a donation. People treat you very shitty. I can imagine somebody who out there asking for money every day. Do you know if I have a handful of money or a pocket full of money, do you know I will reach in, and I'm not trying to lose my blessing for saying this, I'm just trying to help you do what I do. I will go to somebody who's standing out there on that corner and I will give them everything that I have and say, just get off the corner for today. Just take a break, man. I know that money ain't gonna last you that long, but just take. I don't care if I didn't even get gas for my car. You just take what I got, man. And I feel 1,000 times better about myself. I'm not gonna ask no questions. I don't want anything back. I don't need any favors. This is also I can just be humble. And anybody else who out there, I know how hard it is just trying to be humble. But when God placed you in these situations, look what he did to Job. Job is a prime example of that. He had wealth, he had cows, and he had land and property and people and a whole lot of people and servants working for him. And what did God did? Humble him down to the dirt, to nothing, to where he almost lost his complete mind, man. And then for being able to endure, he lifted him back up, right? And so I say, please give donations. Do you know my core, that bothers my core? But I was like, fuck that core, man. Excuse my French, but screw that core, man. Let it bother me. Let people say shitty things to me. Let people think shitty things. I'm not trying to impress you. I have to impress my Lord so that I don't burn in the end for being proud of something. I'm proud that I don't have to ask a man for nothing. I got everything at hand. God don't do nothing for me. I do it myself. That satanic arrogancy. And so we're going to go to Isaiah 4, number 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and that means Zion, period. And shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. And when he mean burn, you gonna burn. Gotta understand that. It ain't it's something he gonna say. When he say burning, it means burn. You gonna feel the burn. And who wants to burn? Who really wants to burn? Don't be dumb. 1 Corinthians 3:13. Is this why the Spirit is moving me to say this stuff about pride again, and to label it, I'm going to break the pride of your power. 1 Corinthians 3:13. Every man's work shall be made manifest. I mean, it's going to show what it is. For that day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. So you're going to go through this fire, and if you get burnt, what's burning? Pride and arrogancy and haughtiness and boasting and bragging and filth and sexuality. All of that is going to burn. All that anger and frustration is going to burn. The fire is going to try every man's work to see what sort it is. All of that stuff is not from God, and anything that ain't from God is going to be set a freaking blaze. And then I'm gonna say it again. Who wants to be drugged through a fire? Nobody. Who wants to be melted down? When he say he gonna burn you, he gonna melt you down and rebuild your black, you know what, because you're gonna be black. Everybody gonna be black after that. Zechariah 13:9. And I'm trying to help you out. I really am, and I wish some of y'all really listen to me, man. And I will bring a third part through the fire. And when he say you going through the fire, you going. And I will refine them as silver. How is silver refined? You are all thrown into a pot and melted down, and then taken out, and then the filth and the dross is washed off of the freaking silver and the gold. So I will refine them as silver. It's burned and melted down. And when he said as silver, he's showing you the likeness, and that likeness is going to happen. He ain't going to be taking it easy on your wicked ass. And I will try them as gold is tried. He gonna, that, you know, when they take that gold off, they have to scrub all that burnt dross off of it. Come on, you don't want it. They shall call on my name. Did he say you're gonna call on the name of Jesus? I keep trying to tell you guys, man. I wish people can hear. I really do. And I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, singular. It is singular. Is God taking ownership? And they shall say, the Lord is my God, one God, only true God. 2 Timothy 2:21. If a man therefore purges himself from these things, what do you think Raptor News is doing? You know, I'm purging myself from pride. You know, I'm going in that line and asking for a handout, and I'm doing it. And I don't have, I got rid of my bank accounts. I got rid of anything, and I did that purposely. I can go out there and get a bank account. Who can't? I can go out there and get these things. Who can't do this? I can I have built up business credit, you know, through Duns and Bradstreet. I know about all of that. You know, it's a video that I put out of the business that I was doing. Import, export, I don't do none of it for pride's sake. I'd rather sit here and be broke and see I'm like a bird. It's like whenever God is going to make a worm come out of the ground, that's when I'm going to eat. You know, if you're going to give a donation, you helped out a hell of a lot. It ain't that I can't go out and do something. It's just that, you know, I need to save myself from hell, because I was and have been a very proud person, and I'm not so proud right now. And so what am I doing? 1 Timothy is explaining what I'm doing, and I hope somebody follow my pattern. And not just asking for money's sake, but just to rid yourself. You too proud to take a handout. I would not take a handout before, man. I would not. That's pride. And that's what's finna burn. That's what's gonna be purged and melted down in a pot. 2 Timothy 2:21 again. If a man therefore purge himself of these, he shall be a vessel unto the of honor, sanctified and met for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. So I have to stop myself, and you have to stop yourself, man. And I hope you take heed you know, to what I have to say. Hero Israel, man. Stop with the pride, man. Stop bragging and boasting about everything. Quit showing off. Quit being sick like that, because basically I don't want you to burn and you're going to pay like hell in a minute. Let's wrap the news.